Well, it was age 35 when I realized that I needed to make a decision for the rest of my life, something that was going to offer me the things that that took me 35 years to figure out were important to me. I wanted and still want to help others. I found out that I am very a free spirit, so I need to have my own time. I found out in those 35 years that I'm good at running a business. So I picked a career that I could do all that, which ended up being marriage family therapy. But it really did start as an Excel spreadsheet of all the natural gifts that I have, plus what I've learned about myself that makes me useful to society, plus just based on logistics of where I want to live and how much money I want to make. And really what came up was counseling. It had not occurred to me until then. And it's been a great choice. So when I made the decision to become a marriage family therapist, I had a bachelor's of arts. So I took a couple classes in psychology over the summer in order to get me into a master's program. So in order to get in this career, you do need a bachelor's of arts in something. It would be useful for psychology, but it doesn't have to be. Once you get through that, then it's a 2-year master's degree program that literally spits you out ready to become an intern of marriage family therapy. So if you are choosing to get into a master's program, you will need to choose a counseling track in order to be a marriage family therapist, or you just bought yourself another 2 years. So once you are through your 2-year master level with counseling focus program, you'll have your master's degree, and then you will go into what's called an intern program. You'll need to work basically for free in some capacity as you gain hours and supervision. So it's basically a full-time job, either making hardly anything or for free for 2 years of your life. Most people enter this career have support somewhere else. They have a part-time job. It's difficult to enter into it unless you have some kind of financial means coming somewhere else. So with a master's degree and then 2 years of supervision, you've gained enough hours to qualify for licensure. And that then requires a state exam. So once I had my hours, I started a 6-month process of studying for the exam. And then it's just a matter of paying their fee, taking the exam, and then waiting for them to stamp approved. And in my case, I didn't pass. I'm just not good at test taking. So I just bought myself another year. You can only take the test once a year. So I bought myself another year as an intern to then take the test again and finally pass. So the career track is either internship with the desire to become private practice, internship with the desire to work for an agency. Those are two very separate things. Because I'm used to working for myself, it just made sense to me to become private practice, which means it's my business, I get my own clients, I do my own taxes, I literally own a business, and that works for me and not for everybody. So it's an important choice to be made in the internship program of whether you want to become private practice or employee. The best piece of advice I would give a teenager who's looking at the career of marriage family therapist is to call up a few local therapists and interview them. Are you willing and able to carve out 4 to 6 years of your life, invest a ton of time, money, and energy into a long-term career? If the answer is yes, then do it. Then it's a matter of, do you enjoy sitting and listening? Do you enjoy that type of activity? Now, no one in my family would have thought that I'd be able to sit for 8 to 10 hours a day. But engaging with people and having a relationship with every person I meet is invigorating to me. So there is a relational aspect that's necessary. And I think some clinicians get in that don't have that interest to actually relate to people. They want to diagnose and fix, but there is a relational that's important.